We're walking, we're talking, we're walking, we're talking, we're walking and talking and walking and talking and walking and talking.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Walkin and Talkin. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Brian. And today we're talking about
Rock and roll.
rock and roll, guys. And who we are.
Starting at the Guitar Center in
Yeah,
Hollywood.
pretty awesome. We're gonna do the Sunset Strip today.
Yep. Which is beautiful. Look, El Compadre cocktails.
Look at this.
I don't know. I haven't been down Sunset Strip in a while, but I also don't play guitar. I play the trumpet.
Oh, I played the trumpet too.
Okay, great. Well, not very.
Trumpeteers right here.
Yeah, but not very rock and roll is,
Yeah.
I guess, kind of the point. But you know, we started with Chuck Berry because he's the father of rock and roll, and so we got to talk about the people who started this incredible American. It's global, but you know, like
Yeah, but I feel like America really was like rock and roll, right?
sure, yeah. You got the British invasion, did a lot of work, a lot of heavy lifting, but I think in general it's fair to say it comes from blues and jazz being American and blues being very Southern American, you know?
And really, like when rock and roll first formed, though, it was like blues, right? It was blues, country, jazz,
Yeah,
a massive combination, then a revolution like spurred in the 1940s, 50s, right?
yeah. I mean, before rock and roll started, it was really like jazz lounge singers, right? And like blues guitar, kind of holding down these different styles and then merging those two things together. I don't know. Some of the people who pioneered that were not as publicized and famous as people like Elvis or the Beatles, but ultimately they were
like the seeds that kind of spurred the whole like.
well, the
plant-
soul of
the
it
soul.
too, right? Like not only the seeds, but the actual like the energy that makes that even viable in the first place. But the whole commercialism is, I guess what I'm saying, kind of
Yeah.
took it in a different place.
That
But
kind of made it like, of course, that's what happens with everything, right? It gets commercialized,
you got to find a way to sell it, right? Package it, sell it, all that.
make it
But-
something more than what it was. And of course, like the kings of that, like B.B. King, you know, with Lucille playing and actually like his guitar, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
Like playing that kind of music and creating that soul in that space.
Well,
That
and it
changed everything.
comes from a place that's not quite as poppy as some of the people who take the mantle of it. Comes from a place that's a little bit more personal and more about storytelling, right? And like,
Can you imagine being at that
expression.
time and like hearing that change in tone and like being a part of that evolution?
well, so was the 40s like
Yeah.
the big band era?
Yeah,
sorta?
big bands, yeah.
So like we're
Frank
coming
Sinatra.
out of a place where it's all like brass, like we played, and
Trumpeteers.
yeah. And like now you have new technologies, right? I guess at the time the guitar. Did you look that up? When was the guitar? Sorry,
The frying pan was the first rock and roll guitar, the first electric
first
guitar.
electric guitar.
Yeah,
First amplification of that.
that was like in 1932.
Right. So
But that was like before they were starting to play around with that and like evolutionize the sound, of course.
right.
But it wasn't until like the 1940s, 50s when we actually got into making this kind of rock and roll era. Who was the
Like
there-
taming the distortion.
yes, taming the distortion? Who was there was a radio DJ, right? That actually coined the phrase.
Yeah, hold on, I got my notes. It was Alan Freed, was a radio DJ who popularized the term rock and roll. But really it was like Chuck Berry, the father of rock,
Yeah.
and you know, you've got Johnny B. Good, Run Rudolph Run, Roll Over Beethoven,
Love Beethoven.
just like songs that are literally played on the radio today over and over and over, and have even influenced other songs, have been ripped off by other musicians, right? Like,
You were saying who was it? The Beach Boys later ripped him off, right?
yeah, Sweet Little 16 was ripped off by Surfin' USA, right? So
Surfing USA.
so you've got songs that are like literally so good that people are remaking them, covering them, not giving rights to the original authors, but you know, prepackaging it in a way that's a little bit more, I don't know, friendly to an audience that
A grander audience.
that
right?
isn't actually living the craft. But I don't know. There's a lot of bad blood regarding some of the early rights to music, and we've
bad
gone
blood.
through some of that recently too, where people are claiming their music was ripped off.
Well, that was the whole thing with, was it, oh man, what's his name? Oh man, I'm going blank on his name. Guys,
It's all right. We'll put it in later.
we'll put it in later. I'll pop that in for you too.
But we should talk a little bit more about
Bruno Mars.
B.B. King and Lucille, and how like the guitar kind of like speaking for people in a way, like the voice of a guitar being like such a prominent part of rock and roll, and making that that style stand out. I was listening to some of B.B. King, and I realized, I'm like, how is his guitar and his vocals so good at the same time? And I realized that he didn't lay those tracks down at the same time.
Which
He
was
did them
like
separately.
what they used to always do, just record at the same time, right?
Sure, yeah, a lot of the stuff was live, a lot of live recordings.
tapes.
But to actually separate the tracks out, to perfect each part of what you're doing, is pretty unique, and I think it made it that much better.
It's a massive revolution when it comes to like sound production, sound design, and also of course post work too.
Yeah, and kind of like opens up the genre for more post work, right? Not just like, oh, if you don't do it on stage, it's not happening.
Yeah.
But like in some ways,
Oh, you missed it. Sorry. You know.
yeah, but that paved the way for a lot of the modern music that we listen to, which is like overproduced, if anything, and then kind of like open another lane for the singer-songwriter again. But anyway,
It also makes the artist even better. Like even have a chance to go through and get the track and get it right and perfect it, and sit down and actually go through the vocals, go through the lyrics, make sure you nail it the way you want to, make
Right.
sure the guitar riffs
Right.
are perfect too.
yep. Yeah, if there's something you don't like about it, you can go back and just fix the track that it's on. But
Chuck Berry was big for that, of course. We got biopics coming from Chuck Berry and B.B. King right now,
really,
which is a big deal. Like you get Lucille, the actual name of his guitar for B.B. King's movie,
perfect.
which is amazing, right? His whole, like, of course, it's like producers, but also like his whole estate too is behind it as well. So you know
Oh,
it
good,
pretty right. So people don't know about who these people are at all. You're getting more of that history now coming through because
Yeah.
Hollywood's looking back and being like, you know what? Let's talk about the roots of this.
That's great. Yeah, and I think like understanding like what it all is built from is super important, because you really don't have rock and roll without blues, without jazz, and some of the like improv associated with both, right? Some of like the kind of like free-flowing improvisation that comes with both of those styles. But
Were you a big blues fan, like jazz? That
yeah, well, I love blues, but it's just, it's a little heavy. It's like I need to be in the right place for that kind of music. And one of the things I like about rock and roll is that there is more lighthearted, kind of like positive, uplifting stuff, whereas like blues is often you're getting down into your
it's soul,
your feelings. Yeah,
which is like fun to see how that evolved into what rock and roll is.
sure.
Because there's still a lot of heart and soul in that. And you see some of these rockers too when they're playing the guitar and the electric guitar, like the frying pan was the first one we said, but how much soul comes through that too, and how much
Right.
spirit.
Right.
And I gotta say, in those early songs like Johnny Be Good, you can
Yeah.
feel the emotions in there beyond what we used to before, having like that rock and roll aura.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like there's something about amplification that allows you to do something that's so like big, but in a small way. Like you can play something that's acoustically might have gotten kind of like lost, but electric guitar will make that amplified to a place where the entire audience can hear it. So
Into a whole stadium, an arena.
yeah,
I know people gravitate towards Elvis, like we said, but
right.
there were so many steps that were ahead of Elvis.
Oh yeah.
that made it like real and like raw and like honest. Oop,
Oh shit!
there we go. I told you I was gonna trip at some point.
Didn't fall though. But yeah, like you know, Buddy Guy and Buddy Holly and
Buddy Holly
Big
was great,
Bopper. I mean, you have
Oh, the Big Bopper.
you
Yeah.
just have all these like musicians
Gibb.
who were kind of like finding new sounds and just exploring within a totally new space of music. I mean, maybe we should talk about the day the music died.
Ooh.
Do you know that story?
No.
Well,
Music.
Buddy
died.
Holly wasn't on the plane, right? The Big Bopper and oh gosh, I don't have this written down, so I'm gonna mess it up. But plane went down, and we lost like I think Richie Valens and like three or four like really.
Buddy Holly was in that plane, right?
He wasn't, I think.
Oh, really?
Was he? Well, hold on. We'll put it in the
Put
notes.
that in the notes. Yeah.
But either way, it was like all of a sudden, all of these stars that were defining the genre gone.
Where's gone?
So that was a pretty.
And do you know what happened during that plane crash?
It was like a snowstorm.
Oh, and they just kind of hit it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what happened, like John Denver had something like that happen to
Yeah.
him too later on.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't it crazy how like aviation accidents like that can just like destroy something just like that?
Well, yeah, if you get to a certain point and you are touring like that and like you have to make all these dates. I know now everybody's flying, but like back then there was a lot of touring
Tour
on
buses.
buses. It
Yeah.
was mostly like on buses and on the ground. And I think like aviation's probably gotten safer. But at the same time, that was just like such a shocking loss because you don't have that many people even flying back then. In private planes and you know on private charters like that, so I'm sure it was kind of like a kind of
big
a
hit.
conspiracy thing at the time.
Oh,
but,
of course.
you know, at the same
Conspiracy
time,
theories run wild in general, right?
Sure.
Every aspect of everything. Entertainment, real life.
yep,
It's all part of it. It's like really an entertainment form in its own sometimes.
it kind of is, and you know that brings us a little bit further in time through the 50s to the 60s where we have, you know, you have probably the biggest like commercial bands like the Beatles or the Rolling
Yeah.
Stones. And I think we would be remiss not to talk a little bit about the lore of the Beatles.
I know, right? The Beatles are such a big band. It's like such an inspiration for a lot of people that came after them, but also such an influence.
Yeah.
And we
yeah.
still have like the biopics are coming right now. We've had so many documentaries, either with Peter Jackson releasing unseen footage
Right.
on Apple, but like, you know, you also have the Sam Mendes movies coming this next year
Wow.
where there's
There's a lot coming out.
4 different movies.
Oh my gosh.
Every movie is from each perspective of the Beatle at the same time in that history.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
like, and they're all released in the same month. So like the first week of like, I think it's like April of 2026. No, I think it's 2027. You're gonna get a Ringo movie, then you get a Paul movie the next week, and the next week you get a George movie. The following week again, you get a John Lennon movie.
Wow.
So it's the same, or at the same time, but
Does
each
Yoko get a
perspective.
movie?
Yoko's not. No, she's in it though. She's in it though. She should. That's the spin-off right there, right?
Well, before we started this, we were talking a little bit about the conspiracy wrapped up with the Beatles, right?
Yeah.
Because there's the whole idea that
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney was replaced, which I don't know. It's an interesting story, but mostly it's just a bunch of weird speculation based on some of the lyrics and the psychedelic kind of like layering of all these different ideas going on in their music. But
I feel like they were playing into it. You know, the Beatles
sure.
probably knew people were talking
Yeah.
about it.
yeah, probably.
And they're like, let's just go into it. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it is weird when you play it backwards. It says Paul is dead. It's weird.
It's weird.
You know, makes you wonder.
Yeah, but backmasking, like how much energy would it take? Wouldn't that wreck your song?
You would think
To
so.
bake in a backmasked message? I don't know.
It just seems like it's,
What a waste of time.
yeah, it seems like I can't imagine that being a thing they would spend their efforts on.
No.
But I'm also like, I love the idea though. It's weird.
No, Led Zeppelin might have done that.
Led Zeppelin totally would have done that. 100%. They had not, they're like, you know what? Let's just get into it. Let's just make it happen.
Right.
I can see that. Pink Floyd would totally do that too. Didn't they do it for The Wall? Didn't they actually do it for The Wall?
Did they? I feel like there is some. Well,
Because there's that whole thing you can listen to The Wall backwards or something, and they actually had like a whole
Is that really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I
And
knew
the whole
that.
thing about it backwards, it's like people actually like, and it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, back to the blues jazz thing, I always thought that Led Zeppelin was clearly like blues influenced very heavily, you know, When the Levee Breaks and songs that are just so like grounded in that blues tradition. And then Pink Floyd is like the jazz side of rock and roll, where you just have like, you really can't guess what's coming next. Like
right?
until you've heard it, you don't really know what's coming next. But I don't know. I think there's just like, it's cool to see how some of those anchors play out in more modern music. Not that that's modern, but
Well, there's also the
70s.
70s, but like how people like take that influence and use it in their own music and then motivate themselves with it too.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
why, you know, it's
Well, the
fun.
best borrow from other people, right? And like
Yeah.
actually know what they're talking about and know what came before. So
That's why I get kind of mad sometimes from the lawsuits. I'm like, you know what? People sample from everybody a little bit.
Right.
It's a nod to them.
Right.
Now, if it's a direct ripoff, I'm like, okay, I get it.
yeah, yeah.
But still, like there's only so many chords in a guitar, guys. I'm just saying.
Sure.
There's only
sure.
so many.
Yeah. Well, and like, yeah, you definitely have like these style changes where you have these style changes where people are like redefining what the sound is. So I don't know. I think I agree. I tend to agree with you, but I also feel like you want to make something so unique that if it's copied, everybody already knows
Yeah.
who you're copying.
Ageless, right?
Yeah.
It lasts forever because
Yeah.
you made something that's that timely. Like Pink Floyd's The Wall is one of those, like for sure. Like some of those songs.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of
Yeah.
the Moon. Man, Wish You Were Here is such a great song.
Yeah.
There's so many great, amazing songs. But you're going back to the roots, though, like you're saying, like from Johnny B. Good to like where we got now, like we've evolved, and we've also always had songs that still stand out, and they hold the test of time.
Even the back when it all started, it's like you're trying to create a great track that everybody loves for the radio, right?
The radio, yeah,
And like
evolution of that too.
the Beatles are given a lot of credit for making the album a thing. And I feel like you really can't pull a track off of a Pink Floyd album, for example, without messing up that track, or
Yeah.
messing up the album. So some of the artists back then were performing for the album, and some of them were performing for the track.
But Beatles, you can do that though.
Oh,
Beatles,
you
can
totally
pull
can.
any
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of song. The Beatles
Or the
track-
Rolling Stones, right? Like it's all radio hits. It's like,
Oh boy,
I don't know.
oh boy,
Oh boy.
I'm going off road, guys. We're gonna go
In
back
the dark too.
in the dark.
But
Yeah,
we're here on Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, look at
This
this.
is known for the rock and roll scene, and a lot more during the 70s, right?
look at that.
This was like, there's probably hundreds of guitars out here in the 70s, people on the street.
People rocking out.
Yeah, I don't know
Now
where
it's
they are
full
now.
of like billboards and, you know,
No, but we're approaching,
iPhones.
is the Whiskey a Go-Go up here?
It's coming up here, yeah.
And Chateau Marmont?
So much history there too, rock and roll history.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Viper
happening at
Room's up
Chateau
here, too.
Marmont, that's supposedly not PG.
Woo. How much
stuff
can you
like-
tell us, Aaron? How much can you tell us?
Well, all I know is like stuff like like Led Zeppelin riding motorcycles through the hall. You just really kind of like the obvious stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really dig that much into the rumors. I know Red Hot Chili Peppers wrote a song there.
Ooh.
So that's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
And they're a California band, so that's fun.
Well, that's the cool thing about it. There are so many locations like that these bands, these big rock bands started out here.
Yeah.
And then they
Here
built
it
their
is,
way
Chateau
up.
Marmont, right here,
Uh-oh.
somewhere up there. I don't know.
I'll get it from the other side.
Yeah. But I don't know, like this whole place was known for like rock and roll, like misbehavior probably, right? More than
Misbehavior. I agree. It's like kids being like, it's like Neverland in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But except with the rock and roll scene. So they're just like having a great time. Again, they were young back then too.
Oh yeah.
It's like you always think about these people, especially when you're, younger, you're like, oh, they were, it's like these guys, there's no way I can relate to these people. They're young kids like creating rock and roll and doing their thing. We have to go this way?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure where we're navigating.
I think there's a sidewalk down here, right? Yeah.
All right. Here we go. All right, off road. Here we go.
Yeah,
Like,
we're just passing the Chateau Marmont, where a bunch of crazy stuff happened. A lot of probably stuff that people don't want to remember.
well, there it is right there. Can I look up there
Oh,
fast
there you go.
before we go beyond? Look at that, the moon. Look at that, guys. Now you got George Clooney there too, but that's fine.
I'm sure George spent time at the chateau.
Come back to the
knows?
side.
And
He
then
probably did. I guarantee he was, but he's not a rock star.
no.
Well, he's a rock star in his own.
Well, so who are some of your all-time favorite rock bands or all-time favorite musicians?
I mean, I do like going back in time to like the classics, of course, but I love the 80s a lot. I kind of gravitate Guns N' Roses,
Oh yeah,
Twisted
yeah.
Sister, Poison.
Nice.
I mean, honestly, I'm a big like
Boston.
Boston's great. I mean, dude, Boston's
Journey.
so good. Journey, growing up in Michigan, man.
Kansas.
Oh, you're hitting me. I close my eyes. And I think about Old School when I go to that, when they did that in Old School. And like Blue passes away. I don't think I saw Old School. And he's like, "You're my boy, Blue."
Right.
And he sings that
So
at
good.
the funeral.
Dust in
It's
the
so
Wind.
good. Dust in the Wind. But
Perfect.
yeah, I love all that. I'm a big Guns N' Roses fan. I saw them back a few years ago
Oh, where at?
at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
pretty
gosh.
cool. And it was like that time when Axl was like walking off stage all the time though too, and he lasted the whole concert. I was stoked.
Whoa.
He didn't walk off stage. They're back on tour this year too, guys, by the way. North American tour, Guns N' Roses coming back again.
There's so many people going back on tour. Like, aren't the Stones on tour again?
Dude, I'm so mad I missed Aerosmith. Cause like
Right.
Aerosmith, you know.
I'm right here.
I know. But like now with his vocal cords now, it's like Steven Tyler's vocal cords are all messed up.
Yeah.
So
Well, there's only so long that you can really perform at that level. You know, like I really appreciate what Robert Plant's been doing,
Oh, man.
trying to like write new music and kind of working within what his vocal range can do.
and you see these guys working with AI now too, trying to bring their voices kind of back too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I've been seeing it. And it's like you're like
That's like auto-tuning though.
yeah, it kind of is.
But either way, I feel like you have these like incredible
Montgomery,
musicians like Chuck Berry who are literally laying down a separate vocal and guitar track to make the perfect track.
Yeah.
And then
Which
you
is
have
for
the
sure.
opposite where people are trying to like do it all themselves
Auto tune it. And
long after their prime. And I don't know, I feel like that's the opposite of like the perfectionist kind of,
what it means to be a
musician.
rocker, you know?
yeah.
I mean, what it means to actually make real music, which I think we've lost a lot of that
Sure.
with, of course, computer generated beats and tones.
Yeah,
And
and if you can't reproduce it in a venue setting in a way that's acceptable, like, is it too overproduced?
yeah.
You know? But talking about the 80s, a
love
lot
the
of
80s.
like computer, a lot of synthesizer used. At
Oh,
that
yeah.
time, a lot of distortion.
A lot of
You
it.
got grunge coming out. You got,
Oh, man.
well, I guess it's 90s, but
That's nice. We're getting to Guns N' Roses, getting
still
to
you've got punk,
Nirvana.
right? The whole punk scene.
The punk scene was massive.
Yeah.
Sum 41, like even Blink 182 when they got into there
Oh,
too.
that's even late.
That's even later.
I'm talking about earlier than that, like forget the Clash or
Oh, yeah.
the Ramones.
The Ramones were so fucking good.
But I don't know. I think there's always been like kind of like this rock and roll should be not only alternative but like a rebellious thing, right? Like it should rebel from the mainstream. Otherwise it's not really rock and roll. Like if it's trying to fit into a pop groove, then it's technically already defining itself as pop instead of rock and roll.
What would you define? What's the big difference then, Aaron? What's the big difference that makes it separate? Because people blend them together all the time.
I don't know.
Is it real instruments?
I really do think vocals are a big part of it because it's like the way that you're going to sing for a rock and roll track versus the way that you're going to sing for a pop track. Like, I just feel like there's so much of the vocals that have to hit harder. Like you have to actually leave it all on the battlefield. Did you see that documentary about the Stones, 12 Feet from Stardom? Something
I
like
haven't. No.
Well, like like the vocals that everybody remembers in gosh, what's the song? Anyway, the things that people remember are usually the most passionate and the most kind of like honest and raw, and I think that's really what it comes down to. But that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just what I like.
Saddle Ranch.
I don't know, any blues guitar kind of will get me excited. So
So it has to have. So it's that guitar.
I'm excited to see this BB King documentary.
Me too. It looks really cool. It's like the fact that we're actually doing it, and the family's involved, which is always a big deal.
Oh, good,
you know,
good.
if you don't have the family involved, they go,
Yeah. Then you're starting to wonder if it's a hit piece or if it's
right.
the other side, or
Right.
puff piece or a hit piece.
So there's also the idea of like, I know some people are like, well, if the family is not involved, you can be honest about that person's career.
Yeah, it
But
could
I'm
go
just
either
like,
way.
but it can go the complete opposite direction.
Sure.
Like people have no idea about that person, say whatever they want.
Yeah. Sensationalize something that really wasn't that big a deal and make it more dramatic for the movie.
I know it's like Michael Jackson's pop, but I mean, like he's getting that right now too, and people are already talking a lot of mad problems with that movie. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
you don't want that to happen with our rock star legends.
Well, and that's like firmly into pop, right?
Yeah,
We
that's firmly pop. King of pop.
would you say rock and roll, like, if it didn't die the day the music died,
Yeah.
did it die? Like, did Nirvana like
Oh,
send
man.
it off into paradise?
You want to get into conspiracy theories? I still say Kurt Cobain did not do that.
Well,
I don't believe
yeah,
Kurt
no,
Cobain
you're right. That's another conspiracy.
I don't believe he did.
Yeah.
He was wearing shoes. He was wearing shoes. That's my biggest thing. You know that, right?
No.
Because of
I
that.
know that the controversy is that he didn't kill himself.
Yeah, well, it was locked from the outside, for one. Locked from the outside. Secondary, in order to pull the trigger, he had to pull the trigger with his toes because the rifle was that long.
Right.
And he was wearing shoes.
Oh, really?
So how's he gonna pull the trigger?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, those are the big ones, and I'm like, oh, I mean,
Wow.
you know? And then there was a letter inside his wallet that they held back for years that actually talks about how if he's taken out, it was Courtney. And so it's like there's all this
Oh,
stuff.
dude.
There's
didn't
all
know
this
that.
stuff. And that fool was suffering from Crohn's disease really bad. So
Really?
He had Crohn's really bad.
Oh shit. So you know more about this than I thought.
But there was no medication for him, so he was sick all the time.
Oh my god.
And so I understand why he was taking, I mean, he was like going to drugs, like a lot of rock and roll
why
people
he
do,
was
going to drugs,
and
ease the pain, you know?
struggling, yeah.
Yeah. That letter just came out like 10 years ago, maybe, where it
Really?
came out, where it was released. There's a letter in his wallet about it.
Oh wow.
So it's allegations, guys. Courtney, allegations. I'm not saying he did it. I'm saying allegations.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, there's a lot going on at
This
the,
is definitely great for the Sunset Strip, guys.
Is that the Whiskey A Go Go over there? Where are we?
This is
Somewhere nearby.
Hotel Ziggy. Ziggy.
Hotel Ziggy, like Ziggy Stardust.
There's something, maybe, probably.
Yeah, maybe David Bowie is haunting that place right now.
Dude, we are totally on the Sunset Strip right now.
For sure.
But like the action that goes down here all the time.
The amount of emergency personnel that are called to this location at any given point,
Every day.
incredible.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, I feel like, well, we're approaching the Viper Room, I believe, right?
Yeah, which is of course another tragedy.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about the history of rock and roll. I don't
Yeah.
think these people, when they're actually creating this, would have ever realized all the, I guess, the pain people went through
Right.
being able to put themselves out there, and of course all the, it becomes a thing, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You know, and it becomes
lot of
that for a
abuse.
reason.
A lot of abuse of power.
Yeah.
A lot of people taking their fame to the extreme, to negative extremes, and
But can you imagine being on the road all the time like that too? Like I know Dave Grohl made a whole thing for Foo Fighters. I know they're more recent, but he made a whole thing about there's no drugs, there's no drinking, there's none of that when they're on the road.
really,
He made a whole thing about it because they were having problems in the band.
wow.
Is that we can't do that.
Yeah, that's probably what it takes. I mean, I couldn't imagine doing all of that and being under the influence. Like, it's such a hard job to perform over and over, show after show.
The wear and tear on your body, on your soul, the energy it takes too.
Yeah. Wanna go that way?
Yeah, let's go this way.
Yeah. So
we went down the rabbit hole there, guys.
well, we should probably go back to the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s were great.
That's probably what we have more experience to talk about. I mean,
Geddy Lee, best bass player ever.
that's where technology really changes everything, right? Because it's like not only do you have electronic music, but you have almost like a push to do things in a different way and to like create sounds that nobody's ever heard before.
Well, the synthesizer too with rock and roll changed everything too.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it all really changed with the theremin. Just kidding. No, but like there's definitely like a technology battling music kind of a thing, right? Like we went through the era going from records to personal music in, I guess, the 90s.
Yeah. And records survived though
Walkman
somehow.
tapes, CDs.
Did you have a Walkman?
I did. Yeah. I had one of the ones that I think my parents had, so an old one, and I thought that was cool, so I used that one. But it still worked, you know.
Skip
still
protection.
tapes. It didn't have that.
That came
it's a tape.
that wasn't the Discman. The
tape.
Discman had skip protection.
But like all of these old tracks from the 60s, 70s, 80s, they were all like recorded tape.
Yeah.
So when they got digitally mastered, they were taking it from a tape, which I thought was kind of crazy. I thought they'd be taking it from vinyl.
Yeah, no, from actual tape.
And then the tape apparently had more fidelity.
Yeah.
Which is even more weirder. Like it didn't have the pops, it didn't have, you know, all that. But
It
like
sounds
it's
great.
a magnet can ruin your
Everything.
master.
Gone.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I love when bands go back and they record analog on tape. It just sounds so much
so
real
good.
and raw.
Yeah.
I hate to say Foo Fighters, but I know Foo Fighters did that for one of their albums, like White Limo, and I was like, this is really cool.
Nice.
And they were like, yeah, we're doing it on tape like we used to.
Well, and wasn't there a whole thing like when the amplifiers stopped using tubes and they started using circuits, started using chips?
Oh yeah.
That was a whole thing. It was like, oh, it's not the same sound, you know, like I got to use a tube amp. So there's all these like changes we go through where we're
Try it for a while and see.
Yeah. And even like, I don't know, trying to find a way to record something live that is produced, where you've got 10 tracks and you're trying to lay them down sequentially on stage.
Good luck with that.
Recording
sometimes.
it. I mean, there's a lot of people doing that. So I feel like there's kind of like always a technological component to the progression of any art form like rock and roll.
I mean, it's allowing it to keep advancing and growing and staying relative.
Yeah.
But then there's always a little bit of that like old school vibe they want to hold on to, like how vinyls still exist. You know,
Right.
people still want to buy vinyls. They're not going to buy cassette tape.
I know, right?
You know, you're not going to do that.
And like, the cool thing about vinyl ultimately is that you do have the whole thing right there. Like it's in front of you. You can see
Everything.
You can see the song in a way.
Right there, yeah. Honestly, it's true. You can see the whole song right there as it's playing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite, okay, let's get into it. Favorite rock band?
I would have to pick Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about Zeppelin really at all here.
A little bit. I mean, so did I mention that they rode their motorcycles through the hallway of
Yeah, that's right. You didn't mention that yet.
And
Led Zeppelin.
I guess they were known for some other things that are probably not so nice. Throwing things out of windows and hurting people. But other than that, rock and roll.
Rock and roll, guys.
Yeah, but I think the weird thing about like,
we're still on the right path, right?
yeah. Oh, are we?
I don't know.
Shoot, I'm supposed to do that.
I have no GPS, so I just want to make sure.
Why don't you tell me who's your favorite musician then? Favorite rock musician.
I mean, favorite rock musician might be actually like Aerosmith or AC/DC.
Okay.
I mean,
AC/DC, yes.
AC/DC is so good. That's my father though. My father used to rock out to AC/DC my whole life as a child.
Yeah.
Because that was his favorite. So I think I relate to that too. But like, I also love, like I said, Guns N' Roses. I love Weezer. They're not really 100%.
There you go.
Super like that kind of era, but there are modern era rock and roll. Yeah.
Era of rock and roll.
That was my first concerts was Weezer.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I saw him at the Forum.
Yeah. Oh, was that awesome?
Yeah.
I bet it was
really
great.
awesome.
Oh.
When the Red album came out, which I know is like not canon.
I still love Pork and Beans.
Beyond the.
It's a great song. Right?
I don't know about. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess.
Gonna do.
I was genuinely like, this isn't good enough, man. Why are you guys making this album?
I know.
But I was happy to be able to go to a concert. I don't know. I just.
The Red album wasn't the best, but it was.
Pinkerton is. I think Pinkerton is their
so
best
good.
album, yeah, and that one was panned.
Yeah. It was panned bad.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to play it for years.
Right.
And now they're like playing it because people like, we love Pinkerton. That was when Rivers was, you know what? I'm going to say it too. When musicians are going through shit and like, they're just like up, they're emotional.
Yeah.
When they're going through something, they really like let out that raw emotion. And he was going through a breakup at that time and he was like not really feeling the best. And a lot of those songs like speak true to his heart.
Yep. With
rock and roll. El Scorcho, such a great song. El Scorcho, you know?
You know what we didn't mention was Jimi Hendrix.
I would say Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page too, I was gonna say too, but
sure.
Jimi Hendrix is like massively influential.
And like talking about the actual performances back then too, right? Like Woodstock and the idea that some of these performances were like not only iconic, but just like not going to happen again, right? Like some of these rockers were leaving it all on the field in a way and not thinking about creating necessarily like a commercial product, but just like leaving it all on the stage.
Putting it all out there and bringing people together too.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike anybody else, like Woodstock really truly is like making a music festival like that with all those amazing bands.
Was it like the first?
I think it was like the first, sort of. It really was.
Because before that, it was all very like buttoned up, right?
Yeah, buttoned up.
You wouldn't have had a concert like that.
It wasn't like the camaraderie, the outdoor, the wildness of it. I mean, it led to things like Coachella these days, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And now we have like that's
and Stagecoach. People love going to Stagecoach too.
Part of the music scene now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was all because those guys wanted to get together with other people they love playing music. Let's all play together, put a big show on. And that really changed everything.
Who else was there? Do you know?
Rolling Stones probably for sure, right?
Yeah. Well, we could talk about the not the band. I'm sorry. The what's the Martin Scorsese concert? He made the movie about it.
Oh, he made a movie about a concert?
Yeah, with the band and with the
That Thing You Do?
No.
No, that was you.
Anyway.
That thing you do.
We'll put that in the notes, but I think
pop that up later. Martin Scorsese.
Oh yeah, you got to see it. It's really
we got Taylor Swift right here, guys. Watch out for Taylor Tay-Tay.
Oh, Taylor pop-up. That's sort of rock and roll. It's a little bit.
It's funny, we joked about that before this episode, and there's Taylor Swift, guys.
Of course, yeah.
She's on Sunset.
Disney on top, that makes sense.
That's also a commercialization, like we're saying, like led to things like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
For a broader audience to just, go check something out.
The money pulled her out of country and put her into pop.
Into pop. You wait, if the money wanted her to go to rock and roll, she would. They wanted it.
So other than Taylor Swift, actually,
Whitesnake.
Who is the biggest? Who is the biggest rock band right now?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's really and it's really changed a lot in the last 20 years. Like you had U2 and Coldplay kind of like dominating back in the 2000s.
I mean, but even Coldplay is not like rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would say someone like
the White Stripes.
Like White Stripes. I mean, still not Foo Fighters, but they're not really all the time out and about. Incubus, they're not really rock though either.
It makes sense why all these older bands are coming back and touring again.
And they are, like I said, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
AC/DC came back again.
Yeah.
Aerosmith was trying to do it, but didn't really work out too well because his vocal cords. Yeah, who else?
Well, yeah, and even Journey had to replace their lead singer. Right?
Yeah, and the guy from like American Idol or something, right?
Kelly Hansen or something, yeah.
Also, Queen. Queen came back with somebody else.
Oh, good, yeah.
I love Queen.
We Are the Champions.
We you're the champ. They never said of the world at the end, by the way.
Yeah, that's
which is still blowing my mind.
Mandela effect.
It's still blowing my mind. I swear they said of the world. Queen is so great.
Well,
Freddie
there's
Mercury.
all these like biopics going on now. I feel like we had the Elvis one and the Johnny Cash one and the Queen one and Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan just came out, and also Bruce Springsteen just came out.
Yeah.
Boss.
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of like saturating right now. You know, it's like we need a little bit more.
There's a new Elvis one coming out that Baz Luhrmann's doing, but it's like a documentary of new footage and old footage. It's still Elvis, but it's Baz Luhrmann directing it. So he took all this different footage and made his own kind of documentary.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's coming out in February.
Well, that'll be worth checking out.
Yeah, there's more, like I said, more Beatles. Beatles are still like one of the best. The Monkees.
One more street and then we make a left.
Here we come. I love the Monkees too.
Yeah, the Monkees are good. I mean, I'm trying to think of like...
But like when it comes to rock,
who we would regret not mentioning, because like who really changed everything. I feel like the punk scene was...
You're talking about heavy metal? I mean, heavy metal is kind of...
Heavy metal, there you go.
Yeah, if you want to talk about that too, like that really changed things too.
I think Led Zeppelin started that with Presence.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, there you go.
You know?
Yeah.
You can't forget about Ozzy.
No. And Ozzy just passed away.
Pantera, Metallica.
Yep.
You know, like that era. To like the Insane Clown Posse kind of rapping rock and or metal and rap together.
Doesn't that gets into like screamer music?
Yeah,
right?
it kind of does, right?
I don't know.
Like System of a Down.
Yeah, it's hard for me to even like distinguish the distortion from the vocals at a certain point.
It's too much for me.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like all of these genres kind of like came from
the frying pan guitar.
Song, yeah, the frying pan guitar, and just like hearing some kind of like really heavy riff that you're just like, oh, what if we continue that for all of our music? But I don't know. I wish we could have spent more time at the Guitar Center because there were so many like
There's so many
it's like
names.
a museum.
Yeah.
Here we go, Whiskey A Go Go.
There's a Whiskey A Go Go, guys.
There we go. Like, thought we were there 3 times already.
I know, right? That's a big, big one. Like Guns N' Roses were there. If you're in LA, Steel Panther. You ever hear Steel Panther?
No.
They're like Guns N' Roses, like a modern day rock band. But their songs
Cover band?
They're a little bit. No, they make their own songs. They do play some covers, but they do have their own that are a little bit raunchy.
We want to go this way.
A little bit raunchy. Like they have one called The Shocker.
Okay.
And it's definitely like, it's that kind of shocker, guys. This is not that kind of show.
Wait.
They get a little bit risque, but they still have that rock feeling to them like you did with Guns N' Roses.
It's a modern band?
Modern band. They play here all the time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. I just unplugged my microphone.
Oh, plug it back in, quick. We got time.
Oh, no.
Just check we can pause this.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm back online.
Okay, good.
I'm back online.
Careful with those hands.
Oh, man.
So what was that band that you just mentioned?
Steel Panther. You ever heard of them?
Panther, no.
They got some cool songs. They got one called Eat the Rich.
Oh, cool. I like
you know? So, I mean,
I'll check it out.
Yeah, they got some cool songs. They really rock hard, too.
Yeah.
But they play here all the time with Whiskey A Go Go.
And I'm glad you mentioned metal because I feel like that's where I would go with like blues, like harder and more like towards that. But like then you have I think the jazz influence of rock and roll that lends itself more towards like the singer-songwriter, right? And like acoustic guitar, and you have people who used to play Where We're Gonna End Up at the Troubadour, like James Taylor. Is it rock? Is it soft rock? Is it singer-songwriter? It still fits in that
adapted version, you know?
Yeah.
It's the evolution of it. That's what it is.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, things change, sometimes for the best, sometimes for the worse. And then, you know, I think all times they kind of find their way back to that, what made that heart and soul touch people before.
Yeah. Do you think the guitar is like an essential part of rock?
Oh, yeah. Guitar is, if you didn't have guitar, I mean, I don't think you'd have the soul of it. There's so much that you can speak through guitar.
Well, and I feel like
especially electric guitar too. The amp.
You think of like was it
Beatles?
Gosh. Who did oh man, now I'm spacing.
The guitar gently weeping.
Only Words? No, More Than Words. Who did More Than Words? The hair band that did More Than Words.
More Than Words.
Did Scorpion? Or
Might be,
Whitesnake?
might be Scorpion. Might be Scorpion.
Because like that's using an acoustic guitar as percussion. I don't know if you
I can't think of the song. I'm
they they're hitting the guitar as percussion. So it's like technically you don't need a drum because you got it right there.
Pretty epic.
But I don't know. I feel like the guitar itself is pretty much the bare minimum, right? Like without that.
That's why I say like when you don't have that and people are just like using computers or using like
right. That's techno.
It's techno. It's not real. If you're not playing a guitar, it's not rock and roll.
No. Yeah. You gotta have the strings.
We did go by like the House of Blues used to be down there in the Sunset Strip.
Oh yeah.
That's gone, unfortunately.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's gone. It's been gone for a few years now.
Man.
So we did go by where that was too. So
yeah. But yeah, we're almost to the Troubadour, which is like honestly, I think my favorite venue in LA.
it's a great venue.
It's really small, but it's really unique and kind of made for small rock sets, and a lot of history there. But I don't know. I think it's one of those places that if you get to play there, or if your favorite artist is playing there, it's like,
You need to go.
You gotta go to the see them at
There's
the-
rock history right there.
Oh yeah, exactly. And you know it's gonna be a good show because it's such a small venue.
They have
like-
like balcony up there, which is nice. I was up in the balcony when I was there.
Yeah.
But it's not like way like, you know what I mean? It's not a massive venue. So you can still like hear from everywhere.
Well, and no offense to your Dodger Stadium show, but like you're not quite.
Oh, it's too far away.
You're so far away, right?
It's too far away.
Like if you can actually be within, I don't know, the same room as a musician, like you can connect to that.
Well, the way they did it too, it was like way out in the outfield, like where they have like in the very center outfield, that's where the stage was, and there was no seats in the actual field.
Oh, really?
Everybody was actually in the stands, so that's pretty far away.
That is pretty far away. Yeah.
You know? What's your favorite rock concert you've been to?
Well, my first rock concert was at the fair, and I saw Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if that really counts.
I saw
as
Weird Al
rock
a
and
few
roll,
times.
but he was definitely.
He's going back on tour too.
Oh, is he
He's
really?
going back on tour right now. Yep, 2026.
He definitely rocks to the level that's established by his cover
Dude, he rocks.
subject, right?
Yeah.
But no, let me
When he
think.
plays "Smells Like Teen Spirit," man, he's rocking.
I saw Weezer in concert. I saw Journey, like with the current singer in
That's
concert.
really cool. I would love to see that.
America, it's not really rock. It's like soft rock. But I don't know. Like I haven't been to enough concerts. I really like the smaller stuff, you know, and actually being able to kind of see the perspiration on the musician's face instead
You can
of
see it dripping off
watching
their
the
pores.
HD screen and be like, whoa,
Oh man,
close that shot is.
right? You were right up in his nostrils. I want to
But
see it all.
the Troubadour is definitely, it's like if there's anybody that you like playing there, it's one of the best places to go. Which I haven't been to the Whiskey A Go-Go. I'm sure that's similar.
It's cool. That's where I saw Steel Panther there.
Oh, it's cool.
And then they brought like they bring people up on stage and they rock out.
Nice.
But you also have like a lot of the big rock and roll bands have all started at the Whiskey A Go-Go. So
Yeah.
it's like really if you're an LA band, you played there, you know?
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, they
Chili
played
Peppers. Yep, absolutely.
there. I love the Chili Peppers too.
Yeah, I think I've got some more references of people who played there, but I need to check my notes because I'm bad
Chili
at
Peppers are great.
getting any of these facts right.
There's so many like LA bands, rock bands.
The Doors, I think, played there too, right?
Doors,
The
yeah.
Doors were a big part of this whole Sunset Strip scene. Jim Morrison and that whole another tragedy, another controversy.
There's a lot in rock and roll. That's why like they say the 27 Club, you know? People at 27
years old?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
There's a lot of people, rockers and actors, who passed away at 27.
Crazy.
It's a
Jimi
weird
Hendrix
thing.
too, right?
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix
Yeah,
too fell into that. Isn't that a wild thing?
That's weird and sad.
I went to Jimi Hendrix, his tomb actually in Paris.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's really cool.
Wow. Was he from?
Wait, Jimi Hendrix? No,
No, you're talking about
Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
Jim
Yeah,
Morrison
I've
was
been
in
there
Paris.
too. I've been there.
Yeah, Jim Morrison.
I don't know where Jimi Hendrix is buried.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somewhere along the Watchtower.
He's probably here. He's probably at like Forever Cemetery right here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I feel like he is.
Yeah, that sounds like it's probably right.
Yeah.
We'll look it up, but
We'll look it up. We'll pop it in there, see where he's at. We'll check him out. But Jim Morrison's is really cool. They have like it's all kind of roped off though too. You really can't get too close.
Who's the hardest rocker who's still alive? I know Ozzy just passed.
Yeah.
So that's kind of changing the.
Gene Simmons? Is it Gene Simmons?
Probably Gene Simmons then. Yeah, Kiss.
He's doing reality
the guitarist
shows
just
now.
passed away, right? Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley, yeah.
He just passed away. Yeah, we're losing a lot of the greats right now, and I don't think
It's sad.
I don't think we're replacing them with quite as hard of rockers.
No,
Watch
we're
your back.
definitely not. This is gonna be dangerous right now. I'm going through scooters.
Yeah, I'm freaking out for you.
I'm trying it.
This is the hard rock path right here.
Here we go.
I'm
I'm testing my skills
You're doing great.
like a rock star.
Yeah, just don't walk into traffic.
Here we go. I'm bananaing out there.
Um,
A little dark here, guys. It's okay. We're still here with you.
what about in the '80s? Do you have any bands that are your favorite? Like my favorite '80s band is Foreigner.
Foreigner's so
Because
good.
I feel like Foreigner kind of like, in some ways, perfected that like radio hit, that like commercial hit.
Yeah, I love Foreigner.
Still kept a lot of the like soul that should be there. I don't know. I was never a huge Beatles fan. I'm more Rolling Stones than Beatles.
The Rolling
but-
Stones are so good, though. I mean, it's hard to
So
compare those two. I think I get they're British bands, but I mean, like, it's
yeah, I
hard
think
to,
it's mostly just the time, right?
Yeah.
It's like they were playing at the same time, and so people want to compare them.
because the Beatles had their own tone, you know,
For sure.
completely their own music. It's like,
Every song sounds so different, and
Yeah.
it could have been. They were reinventing themselves so much. So
it's like they were able to do that, though, and a lot of musicians can't do that. You get so many, you go see
Right.
them live, and you're like, this does not sound like the album, or they sound the same, like they're Nickelback, and everyone's like, every song sounds the same.
every single song sounds the same.
You gotta like Nickelback, guys. If you like Nickelback, you'll like every song, but you gotta like that.
Exactly. Okay, now we go right here, and we'll be another block away. But
Rocco's Fried Chicken, guys.
yeah, this is
This is cool.
West Hollywood.
Yeah. We're in WeHo now, guys.
Not a lot of rock going on around here.
There's a lot, yeah.
More like pop music, more Taylor Swift, more
It's okay.
dance music. I
It's
think.
dancing. We're out in the town on a Friday night, bobbing our heads. This is dance territory, guys.
Yeah.
We're dancing. Dance. That's funny that we're down here now. This is cool. Guys, we've taken you through the Sunset Strip, down to West Hollywood. And it's very festive this time of the year too, isn't it?
It is beautiful. Did you see any bands in Michigan?
In Michigan,
Growing up?
I mean, like when I was growing up, like I said, like Weezer, my mom took me to a lot of like Alan Jackson and like, country stuff, Garth Brooks,
Oh, okay.
a lot of country.
Yeah.
And then the biggest things I really did see was like Weezer, and I saw Green Day. Green Day was a big one
Green
growing
Day's a
up.
good one. There you go.
I love when American Idiot came out. I
Yeah.
was so excited about that album. We went and saw them, and I actually caught the drumstick from Trey Cool.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Then I gave it to my girlfriend at the time,
Why?
and we broke up, of course. So she has that Trey Cool drumstick.
Oh, dude.
It's okay, Ideen. You can have it.
That's brutal.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
Because that's actually a good example of like they're a good modern rock band. I think.
Yeah.
Green Day's still.
Oh, and they're still rocking too.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Blink-182 still doing, but not like Green Day. Green Day is still like very relevant.
I don't know. I feel like, I feel like Green Day still has enough of that attitude. Like, Blink-182 felt like performative attitude to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I
can see that.
don't know, like the rebellion that makes you.
Oh, Green Day
to-
pushed it. Even they did a musical based off their stuff too.
Did they really?
Yeah, they had the American Idiot musical came out,
Oh shit.
and it was based off that album, and it had new stuff too. But it was all like, it was also fighting the system at that time
Right.
too. They weren't happy with politics and all this, and they were fighting with that. So
Well, nobody does that better than Rage Against the Machine.
yeah, I know, right? Dun, 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 dun. I love Rage. Rage is so good.
Absolutely.
Renegades of what?
Uh,
They're so good. Oh boy.
Let's see. Who else can we talk about? Who else is like California? I mean, Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers, yeah.
Trying to think of somebody who's like.
Pink.
Really?
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
The first name that
Well,
came
there's
back.
just so many like like the British invasion, and then you have so many Canadian rockers. It feels like it's important to like care about some of these American rockers.
Yeah, the American rockers that are actually like doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. And we strike out.
This
is where we put a bunch of
Aerosmith.
long list that just scrolls to shame us.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, White Stripes, I guess.
Aerosmith is pretty good, actually.
You know, and I think also Britney Spears is not.
No, that's pop. That's really pop. Yeah. There's nothing rock about
No,
it.
nothing rock at all. But I'm like Miley Cyrus.
If you can lip sync to it, then it's probably not.
It's not going to be something. The thing is, I feel like rock and roll is not what it used to be, though.
Yeah.
Like, well, you don't have.
You have people borrowing from rock now. Going from pop and taking something from rock.
Like, what's that one band called Manskin or something like that? That's
Manscaping?
I think it's called Manskin or Menskin.
I've never heard that.
They rock pretty well, but I think they're from the UK as well. So
yeah,
big rock band right now. But when it comes down to like local bands here, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that have to be discovered still.
Yeah, and I also feel like the punk scene really became way more popular, right? Like in the 90s and 2000s, punk sort of took over California in a way, or at least the West Coast.
Yeah, and then it did branch off to the East Coast too, because I did get a lot of that when I was growing up in high school and in college too. There was a lot.
Kennedys and Rancid and
Jane's Addiction. I didn't say that one, so I just want to throw Jane's Addiction in
there. You go.
Would you consider Dave Matthews Band rock?
Ooh, that's such a good question. I don't really want to.
I mean, like, I guess we're
literally on our way to what I consider James Taylor's venue.
Yeah.
And to consider him in this video is probably to have to admit that I have to include Dave Matthews as well. But I don't know.
Because they're kind of like a jam band, kind of like Fish.
Soft.
You know, they're very soft. They're very soft. Yeah. They're not really rocking. I mean, they rock, but they rock in their own way.
Right.
They rock you to sleep a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
They have some bigger, you know, big bombastic songs, but not like everything.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you can hear, is it the flute that peeks through every once?
Yeah, a little. I think it might be a flute.
I feel like if you can hear a flute, it's not rock and roll, right? Like, there's something about I don't know.
Then there's bands like Sugar Ray, you know, who was like pop, but they also like, it was like their song, their first song was like pop, and the rest of the song was like hardcore rock.
Right.
It's like they were covering up who they actually were, like they were scared about being rock.
Right.
I'm like, just be rock.
What about Third Eye Blind?
Third Eye Blind, yeah.
Here's another one that's on the bubble. Train,
yeah. I would say it's kind of like soft rock.
It straddles a lot of lines. But
very soft rock, but still rock.
Yeah.
But that's the evolution of rock. It's really like changed from being that jazzy, bluesy sound to like actually using instruments.
Yeah.
And bringing emotion out of those instruments onto the stage.
Yeah.
How about, do you consider, okay, hold on, I had another one. Oh man, I just lost.
No, I like this.
I just lost him too. Elton John.
In that genre. Ooh, Elton John. I feel like Elton John is like a singer-songwriter who rocks pretty hard sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah. He does rock.
He does, you know, and it's like, it's so hard not to include people like that in this list of incredible art, but at a certain point, it's just like, I need to hear something breaking. It's almost like it's breaking, you know?
Yeah.
Something a little bit harder, but yeah, I don't know.
Jimmy Page, we said that, I think, before.
Yeah, we passed Jimmy Page's hands on that opening shot.
Oh, that's
John
Bon Jovi. Do you think they're rock?
Yeah, Bon Jovi for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had a friend in high school that was like, I remember like I went to his truck and he had this big case of CDs as we did back in high school, and everyone was Bon Jovi. And he was like, "These are my sisters," and I'm like, "Dude, these aren't your sisters. I know." I'm like, "Why are you so scared about being a John Bon Jovi fan, man?" Later on, he admitted it, but you know.
No, Bon Jovi's great. Here we go. It's right up ahead.
Oh, here we go. We're almost there, guys.
I wish we were going to a show right now.
That'd be so cool.
Awesome.
Like, especially on like a night like tonight, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Jimmy Eat World. They're kind of on
There you
that
go.
same cusp,
Park.
you know. Guys, we're getting close.
Yeah, Jimmy World is good. But
I think we're pretty much there, aren't we?
This is it.
Guys, we're at
Yeah.
the Troubadour.
There's the sign.
We walked, we ran, we talked, we made our way
And we're here.
to the Troubadour.
That's it.
All right,
See you
guys.
Next week.
Yeah.
Joining us.
Have a great one, guys. Good to see ya.
Walking and talking.